Looking for a place to shine? Are you ready? Want Georgians' eyes on you? So let's go. Good Morning Georgia is here. Start your day the Georgia way. Want attention for your brand? Broadcast today only on Good Morning Georgia. Contact us today. Email us at info@thecommunicationsmd.com or call on 770-421-5598.
Tune in to Good Morning Georgia. Join hosts Audrey Bell Kearney and Derek J. Wilson every weekday at 9 a.m. for your daily dose of news, politics, business, and entertainment. From local updates to insights from affiliate partners across and beyond Georgia, we've got your mornings covered. Tune in to stay informed and entertained with Good Morning Georgia.
Good morning, Georgia. Good morning, good morning, good morning.
It is a wonderful morning in the beautiful state of Georgia.
The Peach State, baby.
Yeah, the Peach State. About to have some peaches blown.
Sure enough.
Peaches about to be all over the place.
Yeah.
You got your peach?
Mess.
Yeah. Yeah, so what's our headline for today? Straight jump into the weather, huh?
State of emergency. Listen, that's the breaking news right now. Georgia has declared a state of emergency as tropical storm Helen is on her way. Helen is a Helena, but it's predicted to hit landfall as a Cat 3. Helene.
Helene. I just I came across an article from this on this post Heartland. I heard of them before.
What's the name of it?
Heartland magazine.
Heartland
magazine.
Was
talking about
it sound familiar.
Yeah, Heartland. Yeah, well, they was talking about preparing for Hurricane Helene, how Georgia residents can stay safe and informed. And just reading the article is a very well written article. I might say so myself.
Really?
Yes, it says Hurricane Helene approaches the southeast USA. Residents of Georgia should prepare for potential impact. While the path of the storm is still uncertain, Georgia could experience heavy rain, flooding, high winds, power outage, depending on how close the storm tracks to the coast. The effects could be particularly severe in coastal areas, but could also extend to inland regions due to widespread rain bands and strong gusts. So just a couple of tips before we get into today's hot weather temps. But it says preparation and safety tips. Audrey and I have said this multiple times, but it's in an article, so I'm assuming this is more accurate than coming from us. But it says have an evacuation plan. That's self-explanatory. It's essential to know your evacuation route. Have a go bag ready with necessary supplies such as water, food, medication, and important documents. You need more information on that? Reach out to Audrey. She got all the information about being ready.
Listen, you reach out to your emergency system in your town. Don't reach out to me. I don't have everything.
Hey, then the second one, it says stock up on the essentials. Audrey can tell you where to go to get these essentials and everything.
Get your essentials. Going on Amazon. Well, you might not make Amazon because landfall is going to hit right now. Going over to Walmart, pick up what you need. Get you a couple of buckets with a toilet seat because you never know. All of these things.
Not the buckets and the toilet seat.
I'm just saying, be prepared for anything. Get you enough toilet paper. Get you some water. You know, if you had enough time, you could have got the shower that you hang on the side of your car and let the sun heat it up because the solar bag and all that. Listen, don't play dirty.
I didn't even know about that one. Look at it. I'm learning.
Listen, don't play.
Look, it says make sure you have adequate food, water, medical supplies to last several days, batteries, flashlights, fully charged power banks. All that is crucial. And if you have a generator, make sure you have some gas. Generator without gas is useless. Secure your property. Most people think, oh, I have insurance, so I can just leave. No, one of your requirements as an as a homeowner, as an insured, is to do your part to secure the property. So that means board up windows if you are able, or if you are able to have someone do that. Secure loose items outside. You know, you got a whole backyard full of patio furniture. How about you tie that together or put it in the garage if you have space? It's too late for some of these, but it say trim trees and bushes.
I mean, if you got the wherewithal to go up there and trim some tree limbs, you know, go ahead and do that because, and I know this sounds a little bit drastic for Georgia, but listen, we've seen Georgia take some hits, even though we're this part of Georgia and, you know, is not on the coast and things like that. But there are parts of Georgia that sits on the water. Right. And so this is Good Morning Georgia. It's not Good Morning, you know, any other specific county. It's Good Morning Georgia. I'm recently reminded of it's Good Morning Georgia. So I just want to make sure I remind you guys that it's Good Morning Georgia. But anyway, we're not saying this to scare you. We're saying this, sharing this with you so you can take the necessary precautions to make sure that you and your family and friends are safe
because Audrey and I both
out of the path of the storm.
Yeah. You know, I was in hurricanes growing up in Texas. She was in hurricanes in Georgia. I mean, not Georgia, Jersey.
And it was a mess.
Yeah, but you had, because you always talk about back in 1962, that flood in Albany.
I wasn't even born, Derek.
that
flood happened in 94. That was the scariest thing I ever lived through. That flood happened in 94. Here's the thing. It wasn't even a hurricane. It was like a rainstorm and the river just rose. And when I tell y'all, let me tell y'all something. This is kind of funny. It's terrible though, but it's funny. So my aunt's grandmother was still living in Albany, right? And the water where she lived, the water was up to the ceiling there. Like you can see nothing but the top of the house. So I said to my aunt, I said, well, did you check on your grandmother? See that she made it out? My aunt is crazy. My aunt said something crazy because her grandmother used to be really, really mean. Like she was the grandmother that pinched everybody. So when she came to town, I would hate to see her come to visit because she used to pinch us all the time. She was so mean. And but I said to my aunt, did you think your grandmother made it out? She said, I don't know. She might be floating up to the ceiling by now. It was hilarious, but that was a scary time. And we had drove to Albany for the 4th of July, and we got a call like 6 o'clock in the morning that we drove a white van, had turned over everybody and it was from Jersey. Everybody in the van drowned. They thought it was us. It was so scary because people, they think that the water is low. And they think that they can just drive through the water, where the water was not low. It was very high. They drove into the water and the van flipped. Nobody could get out. So we're not saying this to scare you. We just want you to be cautious. I saw that water rise from a little bit of rainwater to water up to a ceiling. And I couldn't even get out of Albany for about 2 weeks. And then when we did get out, we had to go
even when Commissioner Whiteley was on, he was talking about Debbie. And how Debbie actually didn't do much there, but when it went up north, and then all the water came down, and I think he was saying the river is normally 3 feet, and it was like 10 feet. Like that's a big difference.
You'd be surprised how quick that water rise. We had to go to the Civic Center, the Albany Civic Center, to try to save the Civic Center because the water was rising. When I tell you rising so fast, I had never seen
it. Don't take long.
It doesn't take long. We're down there throwing sandbags, right? And 2 days later, the water is up to the light post, to the top of the light post inside the parking lot at the Albany Civic Center. So we're not telling you guys this to scare you, but listen, Governor Kemp has declared Georgia a state of emergency. So that must mean something, which means for you to get out of the path of the storm.
Right. And so the last tip is stay informed. You know, make sure you have it as we learned, have your weather radio. I don't know. Do they still sell those portable TVs, like those little TVs?
They probably do there. And now it's probably satellite. It's probably better though, but it's probably satellite and battery.
No, man, remember you used to plug into your lighter?
Yep.
Yeah, your cigarette lighter in the car.
Go check it right now.
Yeah, but so it's listen to your latest weather report from the National Hurricane Center. Stay up to date with your local authorities, and just make sure you're staying up to date. Resources for those in the path of Helen. Of course, you have the Georgia Emergency Management and Homeland Security. It's called GEMA. And then you have FEMA, which is the federal emergency. You have the National Hurricane Center, Red Cross shelters, reach out to your local county and city, agencies to see what's going on, see if they have any shelters, see what road closures, and if you have any power outage, report. Obviously, I don't think Georgia Power is everywhere, but reach out to your light companies. The website said Georgia Power, but I don't know if Georgia Power will be able to help you if you're in the area. I mean, so does Georgia Power everyone, and then the other companies like get power from Georgia Power?
I have no idea. All I know is that at Jackson EMC, we're on like a co-op plan for us, which means it's like supposedly owned by like the customers. Yeah.
Well, report power outage, down trees, things. The crazy part about a tree fell in my neighborhood Monday. Up the street, my mom calling. She didn't call 911 and knocked out the power in the whole neighborhood, and she heard it. It was like up the street from my house, like literally. She heard it fall and big boom, power went out. She was freaking out, Audrey.
Yeah, I don't blame her. I would have been freaking out too. I probably ran out and got in my car. Knowing me, I would have ran out and got in the car. Like, and then I would have turned on my Ring app and said, "Anybody heard that loud boom?"
Yeah, look, she called me.
You wouldn't know anything. Turn on Ring.
Yeah, she called me twice, but I was in a meeting. And so I texted her, hey, I'm in a meeting, what's up? She never responded. And then so eventually Maria texted like, hey, your mama called, said tree fell, powwow. Oh, okay. So I called my mama. She wouldn't answer. So I guess because the Ring is like, I don't know how the Ring was still working, but the Ring was still working. She's sitting on the porch. And by the time
the Ring is kind of like it's not
it's
battery because you got to charge
battery. And plus our internet, I have our internet, my router and everything plugged to a battery backup. Mm-hmm. So that's probably why my internet was still on. But so when I went to Ring and I see the fire truck and the police, my mom was sitting on the porch. And so hey, answer the phone. I'm trying to call you. And my mama went out, bleep, bleep, bleep. I called you first. My mama was in rare form, man. So we ended up leaving to go see what was going on. But yeah, it was a treat. And and the crazy part about it, this happened Monday. That's regular winds.
Right.
So,
because when I don't think what people fail to realize, when we have like strong winds, if it has rained a lot or if the trees are dry rotted, it doesn't take a lot to blow them over. It just really doesn't. And trees that
wasn't even windy Monday.
Right. But that tree probably has dry rotted and it's probably been soaked at the root. It's all kinds of things that can happen. Right. And you have to be extremely careful. Even driving down the street, like I was driving down Gracie New Hope Road, and the tree is like leaning over the electrical wires. I'm like, oh my God, they got to get that down. So I don't go that way. Like I'm not going that way yet until they get that tree down, because at the end of the day, you don't know what's going to happen. So you want to try, even when I sit in my office, right? I sit here, right? And of course, my house is this way, but there's trees all back there, right? And I'm looking at how tall the tree is, and I'm right here by the tree. I'm like, okay, that tree is really tall. Will it reach this house if a strong wind comes? So I'm gonna be on the front side of the house just in case. Like it's crazy stuff like that. But we don't want to scare you. But Governor Kemp has issued a state of emergency for the state of Georgia, so that is really important that you pay attention to that.
And we've already experiencing the weather change. Remember yesterday, wasn't everything like in the low 90s, upper 80s?
Yeah.
That was yesterday, right? Or day before yesterday.
Yeah, it was yesterday.
Now we're in the mid 70s, mid to high 70s.
That's the highs we're going to get today?
In some parts are in the 80s, like, Valdosta, 89, Albany, 87. And the crazy part about it, you would think since the storm is literally gonna come through them, they'll be cooler, but I guess it is cooler for them. 89.
I was just about to say that's cooler because you've been saying like 99, 94 the whole time. So they are about 7 to 10 degrees cooler.
Yeah. 87 in Albany, 86 in Brunswick, 87 in Savannah, 84 in Macon, 81 in Columbus. But then up north, the hottest place up north is Athens at 81. Everyone else is in the 70s. LaGrange 79, Atlanta 79, Gainesville 75, Rome 76. I don't know if you looked out the window up north, but it's definitely cloudy. Thunderstorms are predicted throughout the day, late this evening, through most of the north region. I do know Lawrence, Gwinnett is. I know they are under a thunderstorm. Gwinnett, Rockdale, and mostly Metro Atlanta is under a thunderstorm warnings and whatnot. So.
And I know people are saying, okay, it's not going to happen right now. So the biggest of the storm is bracing to hit Georgia around Friday, right? And they're expecting winds 50 miles an hour, I-75 south of Macon. But here's the thing: don't wait till Friday. That's what we're saying. Today's Wednesday. Is today Wednesday? What's today? Tuesday. Today Wednesday. Hump day. I forgot about that. Today is Wednesday. We don't want you to wait till Friday to try to prepare. How about you do it right now? And then when Thursday comes, you can kind of play it by ear. But if it doesn't look good, you're able to make a move. So that's all we're saying.
That's what
don't wait till the last minute, and then we have to get up the next morning and look at what you did not do and where you put yourself. That's all we're saying.
Yeah, then we got a report about you. Well, did you hear about Susie?
I know, right? We don't want to hear that report.
Not
don't want to hear that.
All right. Well, yeah. So it's a Thursday. The storm is predicted to be at 115 miles per hour. That's a Cat 3. That's not. Now let's put that in perspective. Every hurricane that hit land this year so far has only been a Cat 1. And you saw the damage that caused. Houston was out of power for what, 2 weeks? 2 million some odd people was out of power for 2 weeks from Cat 1.
Wow.
But, Savannah was underwater for days from a Cat 1.
Yeah.
So put that in perspective. This is serious. So
yeah. Moving on. So, Georgia, they say, they are really concerned about the amount of weapons that kids are bringing to school. I guess they hadn't really paid it any attention until that horrific thing that happened over in Broward County. But they're saying that kids they're bringing knives to school, guns to school, all kinds of stuff to school. And see, this is why I'm saying we need metal detectors at the door. Now, here's something interesting, Derek. I hate to say this, but I got to say it. It's in the news now. According to this article, in Gwinnett County, things are worse. They said they had 191 incidents where knives were involved. The district saw the highest number of weapon-related disciplinary occurrences in the state. 5 incidents of kids bringing firearms to schools were also reported. 4 of those incidents involved handguns. 1 involved a rifle. How did he get a rifle in the school? This is what I'm talking about. In Gwinnett County alone, 204 disciplinary proceedings were related to other forms of weapons. This is what I'm talking about. Cobb County, 145 cases. Fulton County, 144 cases. Why is Gwinnett the highest? We don't need metal detectors at the football games. We need them.
Well, I meant to say this whenever we talk about this. They have metal detectors at the school district's headquarters where they had a board meeting.
They need to have them at the schools where the kids go.
But you see but you catch my point.
I understand. I got your point.
They got them at football games, and they got them with the elected officials and the superintendent are.
Yeah, but they need them at the schools, and I didn't even know that kids, like this many kids bringing weapons to school is dangerous. And we want to avoid, and this is any school, not just Georgia, any school. You need to put metal detectors in your school like that. If I had to fight for anything, if I was running for anything, that'd probably be the one thing I run for. Let's get some metal detectors in every school. And I get it, it's a lot of schools, but we got to, how much you said? I thought it was $5 billion. You said $11 billion surplus.
11, I think that's 11, yeah.
Take some of that money.
The school that my son goes to, they don't even look like that.
You don't look like
they're not the big, bulky, even the ones they have at the football game. They're not at his school district. They're not the big, bulky ones that you used to seeing
when you walk to the airport.
Yeah, I mean, you know there's something because, but then they have like a. It's like when I first saw, said there was metal detectors. My son was like, "Nah, they're supposed to be some type of they call them some type of weapon detective system." I say, AKA a metal detector, boy. He was like, "Oh, but see, but they don't because they don't look like what you think of a traditional metal detector."
Right.
But I noticed them because again, I'm situational awareness, grew up in rough neighborhood. I noticed as soon as I walked up to the door, I said, "Oh, they got metal detectors now?" He was like, No. Remember the email they sent out about the weapon detection? I was like, "Oh man, I've been talking the whole time. You know, my microphone not plugged up."
I hear you though.
I guess should I plug it in?
It probably go. I did hear a little like echo, just a tad bit, but I just thought it was a room.
I'm
That's
like, hey, I looked over and like, what that go to? I'm just talking. But yeah, they have. I mean, they have so much technology now that
yeah.
But if you go back to the beginning of school, it was all on the news about how the lines were long, about kids, trying to get through the metal detectors. See, this is not Michael's first year. I think they did it 2 years ago. His 10th grade year, they started with metal at his school.
Who cares if the lines are long? We just want the kids to come in and come out
parents was
safely.
complaining, talking about the kids, the lines are long.
Are they gonna complain now?
Nah, they're not. But it was on the news. I think it was Shamley Tucker or something because I guess they was rolling them out to different schools at different times. And
I wouldn't care.
so
I wouldn't care if the lines are long or not. As long as I know my kid is gonna go into school and come out.
yeah. And the
So
kids learned the system because they kept on picking up like binders, and so now Michael. So now when you drop Michael off in the morning, you'll see kids. They got their clear backpacks on, but then they got their binders in their hand because they learned that you got to take them out your backpack because it kept triggering out the system.
Yeah.
It's like, but just like anything else, like how we had to adapt. People can adapt.
Absolutely. We have been adapting for a minute here over the last 4 years.
How do I sound?
That's a big difference.
Oh yeah, I got my radio voice on now.
Yeah, that's a big difference. Like you don't hear any background.
Yeah. But funny. So I agree. I agree that we need to have that conversation about metal detectors. Remember, I think it was whatever school before this one when somebody left the back door propped open. Remember that one? Was that the one in Texas? I think that was the one in Texas where
I don't know.
In the elementary where they left the back door open. So it's like when I was in school, even in middle school, it was known not to prop a door open. The doors were locked.
Yep.
So I'm not understanding why we're acting like these are new procedures when this was common sense procedures back in 95 and 96 and 99.
Well, as we can see from the time that we're living in, common sense has went out the window. There is what should be common sense just ain't coming anymore.
But you also, you want the kids to feel, you want them to be safe, but you also don't want them to feel like they're in a penitentiary environment.
I don't know. I might do, as long as they're safe. I don't care what they feel like. Going in there.
So next you want them to have a perimeter with barbed wire.
No, I want that. We ain't gotta go that far, but I definitely need them detectors right at that door, along with the officer to check the detector.
Most of the officers most of them be overweight, out of shape, scared to.
But I can't talk about them.
I mean, I'm just saying, from my experience in school and what I've seen lately.
But they could clothes hang somebody coming through that front door. They may be overweight and out of shape, but you got to get past all that first. That's all I'm saying. At the front door. Now, if they get past the front door, they're screwed. But they can stop them at the door. It's kind of like the defensive line.
The one thing I can say,
the line is over.
At least I saw it at one school. I say Rosebud Elementary. When my daughter was going there, Rosebud Elementary, when you walk in through the doors, and it was just an open lobby. Well, I think her 5th grade year, they created a door in between. So you walk in, and then instead of you walking in and you right there to the staff and the students, it's another. I mean, they created a foyer because it was a big lobby, kind of like, let's say, Grayson High School. You walk into Grayson, they got that big. Actually Grayson got 2 doors. But yeah, so they made that at the elementary school. They made it so you can walk. They buzz you in the first one, and then you sign in and whatever, and then they got to buzz you in again.
Okay.
So I do like that. That's an extra added level of security.
I went to Discovery one day, Discovery High School up in Gwinnett, and there was an officer at the door. I was like, oh, and Discovery was pretty new. I was like,
like
oh,
a police officer.
He was in shape. No, he was an officer. I was like, he was in shape. I'm like, good morning. And then he let you through, and then you go to the desk and get your ID printed out. I was like, oh, okay. But that was the first time I had seen it. So anyway, we just want the kids to be safe. Derek, let's go to a commercial and come back and bring them more of what's going on in and around Georgia.
All right, cool, because I'm thirsty anyway.
All right.
Why do 70% of aspiring authors never publish their work? Because they don't have Bookpreneur. Whether you're dreaming of publishing your memoir, a children's book, or the next great novel, Bookpreneur is your go-to source. Our weekly newsletter and video show offer step-by-step guidance and insider tips to help you navigate the publishing world. Don't let your masterpiece stay hidden. Join the Bookpreneur community today and start turning pages into profit. Subscribe now at www.bookpreneur.com.
It's fascinating how a magazine can capture the pulse of the world in just a few pages. I mean, think about it. Every issue is like a time capsule, a snapshot of what's happening right now. Heartland Georgia Magazine is the newly rebranded name for the former About Magazine's Gwinnett Snellville. We gather stories from every corner, from politics to pop culture, and it's all curated with intention. This magazine continues the legacy of connecting communities within Georgia, focusing on the vibrant life, culture, and businesses in the Heartland region. With an emphasis on local stories, business spotlights, community events, and lifestyle content, Heartland Georgia Magazine serves as a trusted resource for residents and visitors alike. Whether you're looking for insights into the best local dining, upcoming events, or features on influential community members, Heartland Georgia Magazine is your go-to publication for staying connected and informed about all that makes Georgia's Heartland region unique and thriving.
Welcome back.
All right, we are back. So look, I think Trump was in Savannah yesterday. Did you catch that?
I did not.
Yeah. Say Trump pledges lower taxes in Georgia.
He did what?
He pledged lower taxes in Georgia. And he talked about, plants manufacturing, down there in Savannah. He's saying that we're going to charge them. We're going to put tariffs on them auto factories or whatever that's coming out of Mexico. The interesting part about it, which I feel like a lot of times the Democrats they don't play to win. And the reason why I say that, Trump has an entire clothing line that's made in China.
Right.
Like, are we not like let's like you talking about these companies that's shipping their stuff overseas and all this and that and bringing American jobs. Dude, that tie you got on was made in China.
Right.
That suit you got on was probably made in China. If it's a Trump suit, and I'm pretty sure, if I had my own brand, I'll be wearing my own stuff.
The Democrats always try to play nice. They always try to play, we're going to be the more sophisticated group. We're going to be the more this, the more that. Meanwhile, they getting punched in the gut left and right. You know what I'm saying? Like,
if Trump was running as a Democrat, oh man, them Republicans would have been all over him. All over him.
Oh, absolutely. But we're not going to do that.
They would have been talking about the 3 baby mamas and all over him.
Democrats would not do that, Derek. They supposed to be the sophisticated people, I guess.
I just find it interesting. Like, they never use.
I bet you Jasmine Crockett would have been running. It would have been nice like that. I feel like she was over New Birth. She was in New Birth Sunday.
Yeah, I saw her posed up with folks.
Yeah. I didn't know. I like her though. I like Jasmine, so I ain't mad at her. She's gonna say what she gotta say. Say what you got to say, girl.
What you say?
Say it.
Bad built. Was a bad built, bleached, blonde body?
Listen, we can't be talking about that. She done trademarked that. You can't say that.
Who?
Jasmine is trademarked.
Oh, I
We
thought.
not talk. We listen. Strike that from the recording.
Oh, I take it back. I thought you were saying the other person trademarked.
Nah,
I'm like,
I
nah.
heard she trademarked that because everybody was talking about they was making music. I guess she's like, wait a minute now. You know, they done made some songs. They did all kinds of stuff. You can't say nothing. They made a song out of the cats and the dog. Like when I woke up one morning and they said the cats, and I was like, these folks will make. Listen, we live in the best time ever.
They made a song about. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
And I was just about to say, we live in, even though we live in scary times because of where we could possibly go, we still live in the best time ever to be an entrepreneur because you can take a trending news article and turn it into a full-blown song and get millions of TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube followers because of that. Because it just
they made a
viral.
song about they made a song from Michelle's speech from the DNC.
Yes.
About the black jobs.
Yes.
And then they merged it with they merged it with Obama. I mean, with her husband. And
it goes viral. And now here you are, on TikTok at the TikTok shop making money because you're going viral. Listen, this is one.
Man, I'm over there.
It may not be a viral business, but it's definitely a way for you to make some quick money. Go on, create you some viral.
I was definitely. Good morning, Uzma. I was definitely dancing with my black job. With my black job.
Yeah.
Yeah. Black job. I like how they chopped it up and everything. You breaking up, by the way. I don't know if it's you or me.
I think both of us.
But
probably me. Something is up with my computer. Am I still breaking up?
No. You back together now, Humpty.
So every year at Christmas time, my husband asks me what I want for Christmas. And I always said computer because I do a lot of work on my PC and I wear them down. So last year, not the year before last, that's why I got one with more memory, all this stuff, more gigabytes, right? I'm out. I'm out of gigabytes. I'm like, it's probably like 200 megabytes at this point. So in a couple of months, he's going to say, what you want for Christmas? Now, last year he asked me that and I said, I want a computer. He goes, nah, well, you're not getting a computer. I'm gonna tell him, bro, I need a computer.
All I want for Christmas.
Computer. I need a
PC.
I need a computer like the gamers play that's super powerful. I don't need a regular PC because I wear them down. I got about 5 of them in my house. Anyway, let's keep this train rolling. Listen, Gwinnett Transit plans to include this. Yeah, I got a bunch of because I wear them out. Like I use them so much till I wear them out, and then I'm afraid to take them to somebody. I'm afraid to take them to a computer person to fix it because all my sensitive information is on them. So they just stacked up in my house. The Gwinnett Transit Plan includes initiatives to promote sustainability, such as incorporating zero-emission buses and charging stations. The plan also offers options to help reduce household carbon emissions and alternatives to single-passenger vehicles. I think this is great. Anything that's going to help us get to the net zero by 2030 is a good thing. However, there are people in Gwinnett that are not happy. They said, that's cute. Listen, you put your stuff out on Facebook. They said that's cute, but it's going to take a level of faith in the current state of Gwinnett County government, and it would need to pass. In the meantime, how about we fix the taxes? I don't know.
I mean,
you got to start.
I was having a conversation yesterday about that. Well, I'm not gonna. Yeah, I was having a conversation about the taxes in Gwinnett, and I will say that. No, I will say that your taxes in Gwinnett are tied to your property, and your property value goes up. But your taxes are from your commissioners and your school board.
Well, here's the
thing. No one else deals with the taxes.
All of that may be true, right? But we have to give credit where credit is due. We got to take a step in the right direction for a whole lot of things. Yes, taxes may be an issue, but getting us to a net zero is an issue too. Taxes won't matter if you can't breathe. I'm just saying, if you breathe in dirty air, taxes ain't gonna mean a thing. That was a bleep, just in case y'all missed it.
They've been breeding that in China for centuries, and they living longer than us.
Yeah, well, they over there, they ain't eating this, they ain't eating these pesticides food that we eat neither. So they can
Well,
breathe
hey,
dirty air because they ain't eating nothing but
you
rice
gotta,
that they
so you
grow.
gotta pick your poison. Pick
Yeah,
your
well, I
poison.
listen. I applaud them for trying to get us to a net zero. That's one of the plans we're doing at the Gwinnett Women's Chamber is working on sustainability issues initiatives to help us get to a net zero. And if those of you who don't understand what I'm talking about, just go Google net zero, the 2030 plan that's in the Biden administration right now. At the city
I mean,
council
well,
meeting
wouldn't
last. Hmm?
you just cut me off? I about to say, wouldn't planting more trees help? Don't
That would help, but that's not
trees
going to
is
help. We
what?
got cars putting out emission. We got landfills putting out emission. We got garbage putting out emission. That's not going to help. It's going to take more than just planting more trees. And here's the other thing too: where you going to plant them at? Because right now, we're populated, and everywhere you look, they're cutting trees down to build more houses so people can have places to live, and we still have a housing crisis. So again, pick your poison.
Pick your poison. All right, go ahead. My bad. City council.
The city council meeting last week with Mayor Steele and the council members recognized Georgia Gwinnett College had new basketball coaches. So they must got a new. I didn't know they didn't have basketball at Georgia Gwinnett. Anyway, they got two new coaches, one for the men's, one for the women's, and they wanted to congratulate them in their new roles. I thought they had basketball. I know they didn't have football, but I thought they had basketball. And I was like, when I first realized they didn't have football, I'm like, wait, a college that doesn't have football? Like, never heard of that. But anyway, congratulations and welcome to the staff.
They got a football field.
They got a baseball field. They don't have
Oh,
football at all, but I thought they at least had basketball.
I know I drove by there and I could have sworn I saw a whole lot of green, but there must have been a baseball I was looking at.
Yeah, it's probably baseball and something else, but it's definitely not football. And I thought they had basketball, but now they do. So Chase,
do they have a gym?
I'm sure they got a gym.
Well, I'm talking about. Well, yeah, I guess you're right. Yeah, okay.
I'm sure they got a gym because you got to figure they still probably do like.
Oh, maybe they have volleyball, which would be a gym.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Chase Techman, welcome to the staff, and also Tori Woolley, who's going to be the head coach for the women's basketball program. So just want to give them a shout out and welcome to GGC. All right.
So, in New Year's Eve 2012, Michael and I were coming back from a road trip with a friend. His sister got married that morning or the day before, and we was in Atlanta, Georgia at midnight, and we saw the peace drop 2013. Ironically, crazy. He's sitting on. I got a picture with him sitting on my neck. We got our 2013 glasses. Never would have known in 3 years we'll be living in Georgia. Well, the peace drop been canceled for the last couple of years. Yeah. Well, after canceling last year's peace drop, Atlanta is planning to bring back the iconic New Year's Eve celebration for the 2024-25 New Year's thing. Legislation currently moving through the Atlanta City Council will allocate $650,000 to fund the free festival, which has been a long-standing tradition in the city. The peace drop, which has historically taken place, it was at the Underground when I came in 2012, taking place at the Underground Atlanta, was canceled in 2019 due to venue issues and further disrupted in 2020 and 21 by the pandemic. So in 22, the event did not take place because funds was redirected to celebrate the 50th anniversary of hip hop. However, the celebration returned in 2023, which I didn't know that. Did you know that? I didn't know that.
I thought it had been canceled completely.
Yeah, me too. It said it was returned in 2023 with the Brad, Youngbloods, Jagged Edge, Jermaine Dupri. They all performed. Over the years, the Peace Drop has showcased notable performers, including Ludacris, Lil Richard, Neo, Miranda Lambert. According to the legislation, the 2025 event is expected to return to its original venue at the Underground. Okay. Underground Atlanta. The funding proposal has been referred to as the Community Development Human Resource Committee without any objections. So, like I say, that was major to me. Michael, to this day, like, again, he was like 5. I think it was like 2013. So yeah, he was 5, 12, 13. He was 5. I tell you, from 5 to at least 8, Daddy, are we gonna see the peach drop? Can we go see the peach drop again? Like that's all he talked about was the peach drop when we was in Houston. That's all he talked about. And so we probably will be down there. So broadcasting live at the peach drop.
Bringing in a new year. I'll be right here like, yay.
You know me, I probably gonna be.
I never even went to New York. I think my daughter went one time. I wanted to go, but when I tell you, one, it's too cold. I hate being cold.
Well, yeah, but it's a little bit colder.
Yeah, it's cold. That was one thing. The other thing, it was so many people. Like you got to stand there. Like I just couldn't. So I was sitting there watching.
Like, I mean, don't you got to get there like a couple of days earlier? Like,
I don't know.
So they don't allow that.
We tried to rent a room one time at the Marriott facing the peach drop. We like a year in advance. We couldn't even get that.
You talking about like Atlanta or in
New York. So I lived in Jersey my entire life pretty much, and never went to New York to the peach drop to the Apple.
You should have done it at least once.
I never did. It's too cold there. It's like, remember, December, it's probably 12 degrees below. So you're cold. You got people drinking and throwing up on you, and it's a lot of them, and you got to get to the back. Oh, I just couldn't.
Yeah, that's how it was when we went to the inauguration. I think the high was like a 19. Yeah, it was cold. That was cold.
Yeah. I talked to someone the other day. They said they already bought their plane ticket to go.
I'm probably gonna be the ones that's gonna buy my ticket after the fact, because I would so hate to have a ticket it did not go because everybody had their tickets and bottles ready to pop when Hillary and woohoo. So if you learn anything, but they say don't count your eggs before they hatch. If you learn anything.
I don't know. I have to see. I don't like being cold. Like I hate standing out in the cold. My brother played a football game, a championship game. We were at the Giant Stadium. When I tell you it was so cold, I had to go stand in the bathroom. I was freezing. I was like, oh my, and it had snowed and they played in the ice. The kids were sliding across the ice on the field, but they won. All right, let's go to a commercial. We'll be right back after this commercial. Good morning, Miss Pennington. Good morning.
Good morning, Deborah.
Good morning, team.
How you doing?
All right, we're going to go to a commercial. We'll be right back after this commercial, bring you more of what's going on in and around Georgia, so stay tuned.
In a world where business and sustainability intersect, the Gwinnett Women's Chamber of Commerce, or GWC, stands as a beacon of empowerment and innovation. Our mission: to empower women in business while fostering a culture of sustainability within our community. We're not just about business growth. We're about eco-friendly practices, about encouraging a healthier, more sustainable future for all. Through innovative tools, equipment, and education, we're supporting the success of women entrepreneurs and promoting a greener tomorrow. Our vision stretches beyond the present. We see a future where GWC is a leading force in the promotion of women's entrepreneurship and environmental stewardship. A vibrant community where women in business thrive alongside a commitment to sustainability. We're making the Gwinnett region a model for inclusive economic growth and ecological balance. We are the Gwinnett Women's Chamber of Commerce, where business meets sustainability. Join us in shaping the future.
Welcome back. Hey, shout out to everybody over on Instagram. We got a house full over Instagram today. Good morning.
Oh yeah.
Good morning, IG. Yes. Hey, listen, the Girl Scouts of Georgia. This is really a cool story. So, Girl Scouts of Historic Georgia announces the grand opening of its new Girl Scout Dream Lab inside of the Walmart. That's so cool. I thought that was so cool. Yeah. So, they're going to be located inside of the Walmart, located at 2825 Lido Road in Albany. So what is a Girl Scout? People like, what is a Dream Lab? So the state-of-the-art Girl Scout Dream Lab creates visible, innovative spaces to inspire girls and help them make their dreams a reality. Located inside the Walmart store, the facility offers convenient and dynamic spaces to Girl Scouts where Girl Scouts can engage in hands-on activities that promote STEM. For those of you who don't know, STEM is science, technology, engineering, and mathematics, entrepreneurship, life skills, and outdoor adventures. Shout out to Walmart for that. I think, now see, that's a model.
Wally World. I said Wally World.
Yeah, that's a model that should be put in all Walmarts that have the space. I think that's pretty cool. They said, we are thrilled to lead the way in this new concept, said Girl Scouts Historic Georgia Chief Executive Officer Sue Eltz. As an organization, we are evolving to meet the needs of today's girls, offering enriching opportunities for them to try new things, explore their interests, develop as leaders, and make positive impact on their communities. I love it. Love it.
Love it.
Check it out, though. Check out what it's got. Listen to this, Derek. Listen to this. The Girl Scout Dream Lab will offer hands-on STEM center, a podcast booth, Girl Scout boutique, meeting spaces for troops and groups. It will also double as a workspace for Girl Scouts Historic Georgia staff who provide support to the Girl Scouts family and volunteers. That's nice. When I go to Albany, when I go home, I'm going over there. I know exactly what the road is.
I mean, so they doing this they doing this inside the Walmart?
Inside the Walmart. Ain't that cool?
Boy, Walmart must be. I bet you any money. Hey, I bet you any money they cutting the men's department in half. You know.
Well, men ain't had that much space in the beginning.
We don't need no space.
They didn't have that much
space. That's what I'm saying.
In the beginning.
You know, I know.
I'm going down there. When I go down there,
if you look at the clothing department,
I'm going.
You look at the clothing department at Walmart. All you see is women, girls,
and babies.
Women, girls, babies, boys and men. Yeah. And it's like
they can't cut your department, so you're safe because you don't have too much to cut. So we won't cut you, but they cut somebody. I think that's a great concept. Unless they built on the side, because in some Walmarts, you know what they probably did? They made it with back there. Yeah, the garden center. That's what I was about to say, because they got space back there. Like when it ain't Christmas time, you can get some stuff. You can get some space back there. But Christmas time, forget about it. You ain't gonna get no space because every tree decoration.
Have you been to Walmart lately?
No, I'm not a big Walmart person.
I'm not either, but I went to Walmart, I think over the weekend, me and Maria, and we was like, we looking, ooh. I mean, it's like they trying to set up, I guess, like Target. They got displays, and I told Maria, it's like we walked by and they had a whole dining room table set up and like on the display. You're like, so you know where the plates would be? They have a whole dining room set up where like to show what our like what we have, and this is what you get. And I mean, then you go to in the clothes section, they have like a center piece with mannequins, and like in like a big circle. It's like a circle drive, and the mannequins in the center, and they all. I'm like, what is going on at Walmart? They trying to look like Target.
They got to rebrand with the times. Listen, they can't be the same old Walmart like you just said. They got to rebrand with the times. They got competition. First of all, their biggest competitor is Amazon. That's the first thing.
It's not even Target anymore. Yeah.
If Amazon ever opened up a store, there would be a problem. But why would
Amazon open up a store? I think Amazon would lose money because
that's what I said. But why would they do that anyway? They're doing great. But if they did, I think they would still. That would be a little bit of a threat. But
Amazon is the reason why, and you have to be old enough, which we both are. You have to be old enough to remember before you were shopping online. Amazon is the reason why Target and Walmart created the Walmarts.com and started pushing because before then, Target and Walmart was taking care of everything. Everybody was putting everybody out of business. And then when Amazon changed the game with you can order this online and we'll deliver it. Now everybody else because like now Walmart has a Prime type. I think Target does.
Walmart is definitely trying to compete with Amazon because right now I got a card in the mail. It's somewhere around here. Say put your products in Walmart store. Yes.
Oh, they doing it like that now?
But
that's hard to get in Walmart.
Not now, because they got Amazon make it real easy for you to sell on the Amazon platform. It's really, really easy. So now I got a card in the mail. It's in my office somewhere. Maybe I should find it and show it tomorrow. Where it said, hey, now you can sell your products inside of Amazon. So, inside of Walmart. So they have to, they're trying to compete, and as they should, because otherwise, but you got people who hate Amazon who would never shop there, and you got people that hate Walmart there, and I don't care. I'm gonna shop at, I don't have no brand loyalty when it comes to stores. Do you have what I need?
Right. And it shouldn't be that challenging to get your product in places. Like, I should be able to, I get it. I mean, it should be a process, but I heard it was pretty challenged to get into Walmart or Target or any of those big brands. But I do know Walmart did have they did have a section called Seen on TV. But I think that was from the Home Shopping Network.
Probably so,
because they had a section of items, and it was like it said seen on TV, as seen on TV. Yeah. And but I think it was like they partnership with a Home Shopping Network or whatever.
It probably is, but here's the thing: like right now, I want to say, I know Amazon has Amazon Live where you can do, because I'm an Amazon Live producer, where you can put your stuff.
Yeah, we need to set that up. I wanna do a live.
$5.97. Look at his face. Or join my newsletter group. Anyway, I got you. But Amazon has Amazon Live, and so if you go over there, it's just like HSN. Like, people talking about, oh, you can't compare it to HSN. Yes, you can, because there are people that are trying on clothes and doing all this stuff. I happen not to do that. I'm sitting here with the books in the carousel. Hey, and don't forget to listen, support the authors and buy. That's me. I'm here. But there are people who take the Amazon Live business. So it's called the Amazon Influencer Program. I'm an Amazon influencer. And what you are allowed to do is stream live on the Amazon platform, where people are there to do nothing but look at what you're saying and buy it, which I did. I interviewed someone last Wednesday. 3 books was in the cart before I even got started with the interview. It was like, bang, bang, bang. I'm like, wait a minute. And so I can see the books in my shopping cart on Amazon. So her book was in the cart in my carousel, and my books were in my carousel. I don't know which books they bought, but I know they were in the cart to buy. And so that's the power of Amazon Live and being an Amazon influencer. And so it changes things. Now, what I can say about Amazon, can't say this about Walmart because I haven't dug into Walmart. Even if you want to be a business owner, Amazon has so many ways for you to do that on Amazon, right? But it is a business. You can't just go there and put up and become an associate. It is a full-blown business, and you can sell your books. You can sell other people's stuff. You can get a flex business. You can have an Amazon transportation business. Amazon will make it happen for you. I ain't mad at them. And now, if you're a doctor, you can be a part of the teledoc system. And if you got a pharmacy going on, you can be a part of the pharmacy system. And you got grocery store. Yeah, listen, it's going to help you become an entrepreneur. Why? Because it helps their bottom line as well. And I ain't mad at them. I'm not at all. I told you this is the best times ever to be an entrepreneur. You just got to pick your path and stay on it. And sometimes once you get bitten, it's a little hard to stay focused. I get it.
Ouch. Well, look, going into some more news. I don't know about you, but one of the things that when I was looking for a house, one of the requirements that Maria and I both agreed to and was adamant about when we was talking to our realtor is we wanted to move into a neighborhood with no HOA. How you feel about your HOA?
Let me tell you something. Right. I'm expecting a call any day now. Say it's time for you to turn the mulch over. I got a call this year in the spring, like your yard. I'm like, I know they ain't talking about my yard because my husband gets out there on the Brian lawnmower and cut the yard, so the grass is always cut. I was like, so I got instantly mad. I'm like, hello. I know y'all not talking about my yard. Like, yeah, I was.
No, you got me confused with somebody else.
Got me confused. She's like, oh, well, take a picture. I go outside. I take a picture of the yard. She's like, oh, the mulch need to be turned. I said, what? The mulch need to be turned every spring and every fall. You got to turn the mulch. What does that mean, ma'am? You got to put down some fresh mulch. I was like, you got to be kidding me.
Well, the Georgia Senate has created a subcommittee to probe HOA abuse.
I don't think they're abusive though.
Well, homeowners complain about aggressive HOAs and imposing illegal liens, frivolous fines, withholding records. Georgia Senate Rules Subcommittee is considering measures to regulate and reform HOAs. HOA president accused of harassment and imposing arbitrary fines on homeowners, including Nicole Reeves in the story. Homeowner Latoya faces $21,000 lien from her HOA for allegedly renting her property. See, that's the part I don't like. You can't tell me what to do with my property. If I want to rent out my house, I should be able to rent out my house.
Oh yeah, that's not good.
And for that bogus statement that people make, like renters don't care about the community. Look, I just became a homeowner 2 years ago. I done ran for office. I done ran a chamber. I done more stuff in the community than some of y'all homeowners has been here for 30 years. So
yeah, I think that's pretty horrible. Like, you know, I got a fine one time. I got a fine this time because I kind of threw the letter on the table, like not thinking, well, okay, I don't know what they're talking about. When I finally opened the second letter up, they fined me $75 because I had the Christmas lights up too long.
Yeah, you know, just BS like that. You know, remember I had that Pontiac. You saw my Pontiac, huh?
Mm-hmm.
My Pontiac Grand Prix.
Yeah. No,
yeah,
no,
so
Grand Prix.
Okay, well, I had a 2007 Pontiac Grand Prix turbo, leather seats. Had a fresh paint body job, inside, interior, everything. It was supposed to be for Michael, and it was really my play toy. But at that time, I had the Pontiac, I had the Toyota Camry, I had the Escalade, and then I had the work vehicle. So I got 4 cars. I can't drive them all at the same time. I'm only driving in the house, man. And I noticed that rocks was building up behind the Pontiac because it was parked on the street in front of the house. Rocks. And so one day I'm sitting there, we washing all the cars, you know, me and Michael, we washing the trucks and whatever. And a guy rides by, a guy in a wife beater at that. Hey man, this is your car? Yeah, it's my car. And I went on by, you know, I went on my business. Does it work? I look, hey man, how can I help you? Hey man, you might want to move your car every now and then because it looked like it's building up rocks. I said, yeah, I saw that. I said, must be these kids playing. Nah, the HOA gonna find you. Okay, whatever. I went on about my business. I kid you not. The next freaking day, I had a letter from the HOA talking about my car. Come to find out, the dude in the wife beater, HOA president. He the one putting the rocks under my car. Instead of you introducing yourself, you want to ride around in wife beater and act like a concerned neighbor when you the one that's out here harassing folks over. And so guess what I used to do?
So your car is parked in your driveway, but because you don't move it, that's a problem?
Well, it was parked in front of my house. Talking about cars are not allowed to be parked in front of the house longer than 24 hours. I said, so what if I got family or in town, or what if, you know, I go out of town? We like, come on now.
I got that letter too.
Yeah, they said that your garage is used for your car and that it should not be used for storage. Now you telling me what I can and can't do in my house.
Yeah, I got a letter for that one year, one Christmas. It Christmas? My goddaughter was here, and she had a rental car. The driveway was filled up with cars, so she couldn't park in the driveway. And she came home late, and she parked on the street. Who was out at 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock in the morning taking pictures? Where they took pictures and sent me a violation. I was pissed.
Somebody
and I was like, well, thanks, neighbor. And then they was like, well, you know, you can't park on the street. But I was like, yeah, but I had company. Well, you gotta let us. I have to let them know when I'm having company.
You know.
Yeah,
let you know.
Yeah, so I get trying to keep the neighborhood clean and, you know, all of this. I get that, but sometimes some of them HOAs go overboard.
Oh, look, I was hot because Audrey. Now here you are putting rocks under my car because my car hasn't moved. Now you got up the street. Now his car moved, but this SOB parks on the sidewalk every night. But no violation because he don't want to park on the street. So he popping the curve. His car is like halfway, but it's moving every day. But like, Isn't that a violation? I'm trying to walk my dog, and now I gotta walk into the street because you on the sidewalk.
That's crazy. That's crazy right there.
But anyway, so they having I guess the complaints are finally paying off because the Senate Rules Subcommittee is looking into reining in some of these unreasonable. You can lose your house over the HOA. The HOA can take your house.
Let me tell you, one day I went to the pool to get the pool, because every year we had to get a new pool key. So I go to the pool to get the pool key. I get to the pool, I'm cool, but the people in front of me, it's like, ma'am, you had a fine. It was like a $4,000 fine. She couldn't get a pool key. She got $4,000 lien from some back. I was like, so in my mind, because I had just moved here, then I'm thinking, you get a fine, you got a lien for stuff like that. They would not give her that pool key, so she had to go clear that fine up, get that lien done, and she can come back and get the pool key. I was like,
and you paying HOA fees every year.
Yeah.
So that's crazy. They ain't nothing but as my brother would say, they ain't nothing but their own little militia.
Yeah.
So,
that sounds crazy.
Yeah, so I thought that was interesting. So hopefully we'll get some rules change and some, so that was one of the requirements that we definitely had, or we did not want to move into a neighborhood with an HOA. And I love it. I love my neighborhood. I do see some things that I'd be like, yeah, that was HOA. You definitely wouldn't see that.
Yeah, but, hey. I've seen that too. Like, they ain't got no HOA.
Yeah, but most of them, let's say it's 50 houses in my neighborhood, maybe 5 of them, you'd be like, ooh. But majority of people are taking care of they stuff. They proud of their property, and I've noticed that the ones that are not taking care of it, I don't think it's that they're not proud of it. A lot of them are just elderly.
Yeah.
See an old man sitting on the porch. You can barely see him because the grass so high. Hey man, just thought maybe you want to cut the grass. You may be able to see better. But it happens. One guy passed away since we lived there. And look, everything is what we say, earthly and is material. But the way that man family rolled him out the house and had that house redone and fixed on the market. My mama said it. She could, like, let's say he died in May. My mama said that house gonna be on the market and sold by the end of June. And she was almost right. I think it was like July. But when I say, I was just blown away at how quickly, I mourn, clean out the house. Man, they had a big dumpster out there like 3 days after this man died. And I was like, this is wild. And I just hope my kids don't, when we die, I hope they don't just, flush our stuff down the drain, put a sign up and collect the money and move on. Like, that's so heartbreaking. All your life savings and life work is just thrown away.
Hey,
but yeah, now that house look nice.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, it looked lovely. Now, we one of those, we ride by, hey neighbor.
Because the house looked nice.
Oh yeah, the house looked nice. At first you was scared to talk to it. It looked like that's the honey house right there. You stay away from that one.
That's terrible.
But yeah,
down in Americus, Georgia. So I don't know how many people know about Aldi. Aldi, I think I'm saying it right. Aldi,
the grocery store.
Yes, the grocery store. And people used to go to Aldi's. Now I went in Aldi's one time to get some cheese. I was like, I'm going to get me some cheese, and they have like good vegetables and fruit too. But one day, Derek, I went in there and they had these shrimp cakes, and they had shrimp cakes and they had crab cake. When I tell you delicious, real crab, real shrimp, delicious. They stopped selling them. I was upset about that. But Aldi's has been doing their thing lately. So Aldi's now owning Winn-Dixie and Harvey supermarket stores. They're about to change the Harvey's in Americus, Georgia to Aldi. So they also said they were going to be going fully organic, I think, at some point earlier this year. But now they said they're going to close down the Harvey's that's in Americus, and they're going to turn it into Aldi's. And that's the Harvey's located at 1208 Crawford Street in Americus. They're going to close it and transform it into Aldi stores. And so they're doing the things of Aldi. I didn't even know it was a German-based company. I thought it was an American-based company, but apparently it's not. And they're kind of buying
Aldi didn't give it away?
Huh? I don't know. I
The
don't know what thing.
Aldi didn't give it away.
Nah, not for me. It didn't. Not at all. Not at all. But I thought it was
There's
pretty
another
good.
one. Lotto or something like that. That's another one that's
Yeah,
German.
Lidl. Well,
Lado,
yeah, that one. Yeah, that one. But
Lotto, yeah.
I remember them when they did the opening for that one.
Oh,
They
that's
said
more German than Aldi.
well, no. They said German. I didn't know what that was either. But they said in their press release statement German. Now over in Pelham, Georgia,
Hey, they
want
have a Lotto has a big warehouse in Covington.
Yeah, I went inside the grocery store one time.
Like, you
I
know how they
wasn't
got
all
the
that impressed.
distribution center?
I wasn't all
I
that
don't like
impressed.
neither one of them. They both seem different. I guess they are. Like,
I mean,
so one
you
thing
know,
I did not like about Aldi. One thing I didn't like about Aldi is that I gotta have a quarter to use the freaking basket.
oh yeah, they ain't playing no game. They ain't got to
Remember
buy
back
your bag.
in the day, yeah, you gotta have a quarter.
Yeah,
Had a quarter to unlock it, then you put your key back in. Yeah,
and
get your
you got to
quarter
buy
back.
you got to buy your bags.
Yeah, you gotta have your own bags. Yeah, see, I don't like all that. I don't like all that. That's too
I
much.
know.
Too much. Too much.
Because they felt like they was giving
Too
you a
much, I tell you.
savings. They were giving you a savings on the price of the food. And I ain't gonna lie, the shrimp cakes and the crab cakes used to be good. Over in
Yeah.
Pelham, Georgia, they're a
No.
little bit upset about the there's two companies they want to put gas pumps on their properties, but the people there said we don't need no more gas pumps. We need some businesses here. We need more businesses to create more jobs. And so, you know what's crazy about that, right? So here in Georgia, you pump your own gas. In Jersey, that would be job creation because you don't pump no gas in Georgia. In Jersey, you got to go and let them pump your gas. But here, you pump your own gas. So that's not adding any jobs.
Even today,
Yes, you don't pump no gas in Jersey.
like even currently,
Right now, you go to the gas pump and the attendant come over
you
and
know,
say how much.
there used to be a service back in the day in the South anyway.
What?
But no full service or self serve when it came down to gas.
Oh yeah, no,
We down in the South.
I think we had self-serving and people started stealing gas.
Well, you know, I do remember I wasn't driving then. I do remember the days where you used to be able to fill up first and then pay. Yeah, those days are long and gone.
If I'm fill up first and catch me if you can.
Yeah. Hey, look, again, you know, I can say I grew up in the I guess we millennials, we grew up in like we was in the middle, like you know, we got some of the old ways, but then we in the new age. I remember when you used to go to certain stores and they used to have candy, nuts, all that just out, and you had to, and so my little extra, oh look, I walking around the store, you know, I done ran off, I walked off where, and I came back, and I'm just talking to my aunt. She's like, "What is that you eating?" "Oh, they got some free candy." Boy, she must have slapped me so hard. Ain't nothing free.
Yeah, you about to get me in trouble.
Got some free candy over there.
You about to get us going to jail.
About to go to jail.
Yep.
Hey, I'm walking around with a handful. They got some free candy over there. And I'm telling my cousin, he talking about where? Boy, that was too funny. My aunt would never let me live that down. Yeah, free candy. I mean, it looked free to me. I mean, you know, but they don't have that. I don't see those no more either, though. Remember, like how they used to have the stuff where you usually had to scoop it into a bag and then go pay for it.
Because people was doing that thing you said right there, just eating. By the time they get to the register, they full and got this. They got like a half an ounce in the bag because they done ate the other 3/4. All right, Derek, I ain't got no more news. You got more news?
Well, I was trying to get because Friday Night Lights. They saying that they was doing some schedule change, but it's a video, so can't get the. But if you're into sports, you might want to look into it. I think I saw on the news that a couple of school districts are even thinking about closing tomorrow and Friday. We're making tomorrow and Friday digital days. So these games may be canceled or postponed. I mean, I'm mad because we were supposed to go to to the fair this weekend. We, the wife and I.
Fair. The North Georgia Fair.
No, the Gwinnett County Fair. She
I
done
mean,
got
this
us.
past weekend, because it's going now.
No, this weekend. No, it's the 26th.
It's go 26.
The 27th, 28th.
No, it's gone.
Man, look, Maria said she got tickets for this weekend. So maybe it was last weekend.
It was last weekend. It's gone.
I don't. Stop it. Stop it.
Look and see. There was so many people.
The
last day was Sunday, and they was talking about how hot and how crowded it was. Because Dominique went twice. She loved the fair.
She looked like a country person.
She loved the fair. Like, that's her thing. And they went twice.
Gwinnett County Fairground. Let me see. Not the fairground, but the fair, I guess, right?
Mm-hmm.
Gwinnett County Fair. Man, why that girl told me she got food vouchers and everything.
Yeah, it's gone.
Don't tell me we missed it.
I think you missed it.
I think we missed it, huh? It's not yet. She gonna be upset.
Yep.
If you're watching, honey, we missed the fair. You might want to go back and look at your dates.
Yep. Think you done missed that one, sugar.
I think the food voucher is void now.
Think they'll give her a refund? No, ma'am.
I think not. I can see her now. Yeah, I missed the fair. Can I get my money back? If you like to make a call, please hang up and try again. People, kids nowadays would never hear that.
Nah, not really.
We're sorry.
Yeah, it was 9/12 through 9/22.
Wow.
You missed it.
We're sorry. You have reached a number that has been disconnected. I used to do that to people. I used to do that to people. I answer the phone and be like, doo. And they'll hang up. Like, dang, man, D phone off.
Terrible.
Like you hear him, you be like, doo. They be like, dang, man, his phone off. Say click.
That's terrible.
Nowadays, you do that, they'll be like, hello? Something wrong with your phone, Dad? Michael, what? Monica got in trouble yesterday. They took her phone because she was on the phone. She was texting in class. Take a wild guess who she was texting.
You?
No, it wasn't me. I'm the responsible.
She wasn't texting her mother.
Yeah. I said, so you didn't think to ask why she texted in class? Oh, yeah. That's the first thing when Michael sent me a text. Why are you texting me in class? But Michael is a senior. They have a little bit more free time than a 7th grader. Mm-hmm. But she's running for vice president for her student council. So she was excited.
Following daddy's footsteps.
Yeah. She ran for president last year. Didn't quite. No, that was 5th grade. She ran for president in 5th grade and didn't quite win. And so it was funny. So she was in cheer and she was running for a student council. And so when she didn't become president, which one she quit. Well, look, I ain't president, so I'm going to go right on over here. I'm going to go right on back over here to cheer.
Mm-hmm. That makes sense.
And so now she's doing it again this year. So she was all excited and she was texting Maria. And she said the teacher just walked over to her, took the phone. And I said, what you do? She talking about, I ain't do nothing. I just looked at him and then I started finishing my work. She talking about, I got a lot of work done too. I bet you did.
And then she could do.
I got a lot of work done. Well, look, we're going to go to our last break and then we're going to some words of encouragement on this hump day.
Yes, we are. All right, we'll be right back after this with the words of encouragement for the day. So stay tuned.
Hey there, creative souls. Are you ready to unlock your full potential and join a community that truly gets you? Welcome to the Indie Creative Collective. Imagine a vibrant space where podcasters, musicians, video creators, writers, filmmakers, and so many more come together This isn't just any group, it's a free, membership-based collective that meets monthly, offering a treasure trove of opportunities for collaboration and exchange. Here, passion is the driving force. Every member is deeply committed to their craft and keen on monetizing their skills. Picture this. Each gathering is a stage where you can present your current projects, showcase your ongoing work, get constructive feedback, and elevate your art to new heights. But that's not all. These meetings are a goldmine of industry insights. We share what trends are making waves and which practices to steer clear of. This open exchange ensures that you're always in the loop with the latest knowledge and best practices in your field. The Indie Creative Collective is more than just a network. It's a breeding ground for innovation, a support system for creatives striving to make a living from their art, and a hub for like-minded individuals to connect and create together. Whether you're an established creative or just starting out, this collective is the perfect place to find inspiration, enhance your skills, and connect with fellow creatives committed to turning their artistic endeavors into profitable ventures. So what are you waiting for? Join the Indie Creative Collective today and embark on a journey of creativity, collaboration, and success. Stay creative, my friends.
Your brand deserves to be seen. What if we told you that you could boost your brand's visibility online and in print? For just $500 a month. Introducing an unbeatable offer from MD Communications Group, combining expert social media management with premium ad placements in Heartland, Georgia magazine. Exclusive limited-time offer for only $500 a month. You can get 15 custom social media posts every month. Your very own personalized social strategy content that tells your story, daily account management so you can focus on your business. All posted in your unique branding on Facebook and Instagram with the option to expand to more channels. Plus, get featured in Heartland, Georgia magazine with 4 full-page ads a year, reaching thousands through targeted direct mail. With Heartland, Georgia, your brand gets seen, remembered, and trusted. Normally valued at $11,000 a year, this offer gives you the complete package for just $500 a month. That's an unbeatable deal. Here's the catch: this exclusive deal is available to only 5 new clients, and it expires on October 1st, 2024. Don't miss out on your chance to elevate your brand, grow your audience, and boost your business visibility like never before. Lock in your spot today. Ready to take your brand to the next level? Call us at 770-421-5598. Visit www.heartlandgeorgia.com to learn more.
Welcome back. So listen, Derek is about to drop some nuggets on you to make your day go a little bit better. So it's on you.
Dropping some nuggets. Good morning, Georgia. Happy Wednesday and cheers. Let's make it. It's a hump day. It's hump day. Today, as we navigate the middle of the week, let's reflect on a nugget of wisdom from Marketing with a Human Touch, Connecting in a Digital World. That's the book. The book reminds us that every interaction is an opportunity to make a positive impact. Whether it's a brief exchange at the coffee shop or a meeting at work, take time to truly engage, listen actively, respond with care, and show your enthusiasm. Let's make this Wednesday not just another day on the calendar, but a chance to enrich our connections with each other. And that's it for the day. My screen just went blank. Are you still there, Audrey?
I am here. Listen,
okay.
Thank you all for joining us. We appreciate you stopping by and saying good morning. We appreciate you stopping by and giving us likes and love. Thank you for spending some time with us. Be sure to subscribe to the channels where you're watching us from and like the channels and follow the channels. We'll be back again tomorrow at 9 a.m. God willing. Until next time, my friends, until next time, make it a great day. Bye, everybody.
You've been listening to and watching Good Morning Georgia. To become an affiliate partner to report on what's happening in your community, leave us a message by going to www.goodmorninggeorgia.org. Be sure to subscribe to the show and share it with a friend. Do us a favor and subscribe to our YouTube channel at www.youtube.com /@Good Morning Georgia today.